What's going on, guys? My name is Joe. This is the Duel Factory, and it's been a minute since I posted a video. I had recently moved, and I finally got settled into my new place and everything like that, so I'm actually able to record stuff. But I've been playing a lot of events lately, and recently I've actually been playing a lot of Altergeist since the new support came out of Duelist Nexus. I've played in a couple events and had some success there. I've played in a couple case tournaments, came pretty close to top 8ing. I did take it to a regional. I didn't do too so well, but I did also take it to an OTS championship. It took second place and got, I think it was the Dark Magician Girl trophy. But I want to show you guys my list because this list is actually super competitive. My only problem with it is if it doesn't open to Altergeist monsters, you really can't do anything with it. But it's different from traditional Altergeist. It's more combo based now, or like mid range is what I like to call it. But enough about that. I'll go ahead and get you into the deck profile. So to start off with the list, I'm going to show you the 12 main decked Altergeist monsters that I think you have to play. So we're playing 3 copies of Altergeist Multifaker. There's not a whole lot to say about this one for those of you who remember playing Altergeist or anything like that. But you want to see this card in almost every opening hand. You want to be resolving on your turn. You want to be resolving it on their turn. You want to play 3 copies of Milliseek, 3 copies of Marionetter, and then I am opting to play 3 copies of Pukari. So the main way to start your combos are any 2 card combinations of Milliseek Pukari, Pukari Marionetter, Marionetter Multifaker. It's things of that nature. You need to see any 2 combination of those 2 cards and you're going to be able to play. And then for the new support card that we're playing, we are playing 1 copy, or not 1 copy, but 2 copies of Altergeist Maulwisp. This essentially makes it to where your combos are way more fluid, and this is also essentially your grind game. So for those of you who don't know what it does, whenever it's added from hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon it, and then when you special summon Maulwisp, it can target an Altergeist in the graveyard and special summon it, but it cannot activate its effects for the rest of the turn. And that basically became the bridge for most of your combos now. And then I am playing 1 copy of Altergeist Siliquist. You don't need any more than this. In terms of the actual card, if you draw it, it is what it is, but you only need 1. And then for other engine requirements, you play 1 copy of Haunted Rock, 1 copy of Manifestation, and 1 copy of Protocol. You need Haunted Rock for the combos that involve Marionetter. Manifestation's a solid one of, and then Protocol you only need to play 1 now because your combo searches your combo searches all your trap cards whenever you resolve it. And those are what I would call the engine requirements. I believe that's 18 total. And then for your consistency cards, we are playing 3 copies of Proud of Prosperity. I think you have to play this card in this deck just because their biggest issue is if you don't see 2 Altergeist names, you can't play. So you need the added consistency it brings, and then I'm also playing 1 copy of 1 for 1, just so you can see your Pukari and your Milliseek more consistently. As for the going second / non-engine cards, hand traps, we're playing 3 copies of Drawn Lockbird. Originally, when you played this deck, it felt weird playing Drawn Lockbird because it doesn't really have a way to kill, but now with the new support and your new combos and stuff like that, like this card's very powerful in this deck, and this card just warps the format. We're playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. It's very generic. And most of the events, I was playing 3 copies of Nibiru. This was personal spoofing, but I've since cut personal spoofing because I thought this card was better as a non-engine card. And it also, it's good against specific matchups, but looking forward, I'd probably cut it for something else. I just don't know what I would cut it for in this deck. I am playing 3 copies of Imperm. Imperm Multifaker is still one of your best 2 card openings. This deck, even though it's a combo deck, it's still kind of slow, so I am main decking 3 copies that are evenly matched. It makes your game 1s a lot better, especially when you lose your dice rolls, and this paired with Multifaker is just insane. And then for the 1 main deck Floodgate of choice, I am playing 3 copies of Skill Drain. This card's just really, really good in this deck, and admittedly, it was better when you were playing cards like Personal Spoofing. But I think some of your matchups are bad enough to the point where this card warrants main decking, and then a lot of people forget the interaction with Protocol and Skill Drain. It does negate the effects on the field, but Protocol reads Altergeist monster effects cannot be negated, so your monster effects can activate and resolve under Skill Drain, which is something the other decks can't do. And that's it for the main deck. It's a clean 40. For the extra deck, we are playing 3 copy of Hexia. You cannot play less than this, especially now in the current build. You're making this card every turn. You're reviving with Marionette every turn. You're searching off it every turn. Like, the card's insane. And then I am playing 2 copies of Prime Banshee. You almost never played this in the original builds, but now with the new support, you have to play it. But all it does 2 things. One, it tributes 1 Altergeist monster on the field and special summons 1 to its own points too. So it's part of your combo, and it gives you more access to your Maulwisp and your Altergeist being able to activate those turn 1. And then when it goes from field to grave, it can target an Altergeist monster and add it back to your hand. So when in your combo, it ensures that you end with a Multifaker in hand, so you're resolving it on your opponent's turn. Biggest part there. The new Link monster, which is Altergeist Almania, I swear to God, I feel like this was a custom card. But its effects are very simple. When it's Link Summon, it sets any Altergeist trap card directly from your deck. So this is how you're searching most of your trap cards along with your Hexia. And then its other effect, which is the custom effect, is it can target, what is it? You can send one face-up card you control to the graveyard, then target one effect monster on your opponent's side of the field. You can take control of it, and if you do, it becomes an Altergeist monster, which means you can put it to a zone where Hexia points to, and now Hexia's effect is live, and it's also gaining the attack because it's now an Altergeist monster. This card is insane. I cannot believe they printed it for an Altergeist deck, and it is literally a custom card. And that is the Altergeist Link monsters. Arguably, those are the ones that you're playing. And then you could cut Prime Banshee and Midia down to 1, but Cashier is still a deck, so that's why we're playing 2. And then the rest of the extra deck doesn't actually really matter, but they're just generic cards that make your game situations easier. Like, for example, if you only open Milliseek, there's a couple one-card combos you can do where you play these 3. Link Karibo, Pit Knight early, and Decode Talker Heat Soul. Heat Soul is it lets you draw 2 cards, so that's always insane. And then you need a bridge with the Cyberus monster, that's why I played Pit Knight early. This will also arguably be IP Masquerader, this is just what I've been playing. And then Link Karibo has always been good with Milliseek, because at bare minimum it gets you into Multifaker if you have a trap card. And then to pair with that, if you wanted to do the combo differently, you can go a 1-card Heat Soul, or you can end on Link Karibo, Herald of the Arclight, which is really insane. But that's completely up to you. But those are some, say, tech choices, and then the other ones are just a way to kill your opponent. So we're playing Access Code, Selene, and Line of the Light Charmer. We're playing the Light Charmer because it comes up more often where I have a light monster on board than it does I have a dark monster on board. That's the whole reason why. And then it can still get you into Selene, which can bring back any of your spellcasters in the graveyard, and then Access Code Talker to push for 53. And then the last card in my extra deck I play is the 1 card of Relinquish Anima. It's another card that allows you to trigger your Milliseek turn 1, and it's really good going to boards going second. So that's why we play that. And then my side deck, I still think it's a work in progress for this deck specifically, because I haven't found 15 cards that are like perfectly for this deck. But I did play 3 copies of Kurikara Divicarnate just because I thought it was really, really good against your Pearly matchups and your Kashtira matchups. Now, that being said, that card does conflict with Multifaker, but it doesn't conflict with Maulwisp, so that's how you play this card. I was citing 3 copies of Kuro. I think this was the best card in my side deck by far, because it was really, really good against your Pearly matchup, and it's generically good against other matchups. This deck has a unique ability to be able to end on your combo and play this card, which stunts a lot of decks, specifically your Runic strategies that are still running around, and it also stunts Pearly. It can stunt Kashtira, and now the Branded Chimera deck, this can turn off their fusion spells. So that card's really good. And then I opted to play 3 copies of Cosmic since we're already main decking the Evenly match, because this is good against other like targeted matchups and stuff like that. And then the other Floodgate I played was 3 copies of Rivalry of Warlords. And that was my deck profile for Altergeist 2023 after Duelist Nexus. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I think after the couple events I did play with this, and then after all the testing I've done, I think might not continue to play this deck, but I could mess around with it because it actually is a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed playing Altergeist whenever I played it the first time. But let me know what you guys think, and then I will continue to be uploading profiles more regularly now that I have an actual proper setup. And if you haven't already, I created an Instagram account, and I've been posting a lot of like high-end cards and stuff like that, and sometimes I give sneak peeks of what I'm playing and stuff like that. So if you haven't, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave the link in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.